Conservation of charge, basically the electromagnetism. It was a very interesting topic. As you read in the previous classes, like conserve the charge is neither created nor destroyed, and in isolated system it remain same. So basically the conservation of charge is that, but we can understand by a different type of this. Okay, for example, imagine I have an isolated system. This is an isolated system. Okay, so if the photon is passing through it, the okay, so imagine like the gamma rays through the photon is passed through the wall, allowed the boundary, like the system allowed to the light pass. Okay, so we can say that the photon has basically no charge on it. So after it in the after the collide with the ball, the passing through it, we can see that it break into two parts. Okay, first is E positive, second is E negative. These are both simultaneously. Okay, so we create like a positive and negative charge particle. Okay, but the definition of conservation is say that they're not created but it's created. So it means like the conservation of charge definition says that we can't create individual like normal positive ion or negative ion. If a photon is created, okay, like they divide into like a pair creation, we can say that the pair creation. Okay, so it's like a, so when you create like a positive versus negative charge, we can say that we create this in a pair way, but we can't create individual. We can say that we can't create individual charge like only positive or only negative. So we can't create a positive individual charge, but we create a like a positive and negative. If a charge is in we obtain is always in the pair. Basically it was the saying by the conservation of electric charge. And the definition is also, we can say that the total electric charge is zero, because the system has zero electrical charge and the photon is also zero, and the overall system has zero electrical charge because positive and negative becomes zero. So we can say that the definition is overall become the total, I say, electric charge in an isolated system. In isolated system, the algebraic sum, basically the positive and the negative of the charge at any time, we can say that never change. Basically they never change. It was the overall definition of the conservation of charge. Basically we obtain always the positive charge and the negative charge. Basically we can see the positronium structure. We obtain the positronium like a combine of positive charge proton plus a negative charge. So we create successfully from photon to the positive and the negative charge in the pairs. Basically it was the conservation of charge, like the sum is always zero. So we can see that the total electric charge we create, the algebraic sum is always same, because in this case it will become zero. If the positive with the negative, the sum is always remain same. It was the basically concept of conservation of charge.